said unto them, which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine is in his journey is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him. And he from within shall answer and say, trouble me not, the door is now shut, my children are with me in bed, I cannot rise and give you. Listen to this. This is hot. Listen. He said, I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him because he's his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as many as he needs. I say unto you, ask, it shall be given unto you. Seek, you shall find. Knock, and it shall open unto you. For everyone that asks receives, and he that seeks finds, and to him that knocks it shall be opened. Now, listen here. I want to pick on this terminology that the Lord blesses us with, called the importunity, inspiration of the Holy One in respect to surrender. Listen to this, right? All right. So Luke 11:8 says, I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him because he's his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give as many as he needs. Now listen, this word importunity, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly according to English articulation, right? But this term importunity is where you get this understanding. If we were to break it into a generalization of good perception when it comes to the English dialect, you would say unashamedly, right? Because of his importunity, because of his unashamed, bold, persistent asking, he's going to get everything he asks for, right? Now, do you know the Lord is red hot in this area of importunity? And sometimes we just got to surrender to the will of the Lord and the mind of God when it comes to humility, and have unashamed asking in areas where shame can knock you out the window. And you know the thing about it? Based on the intensity of what it is you need, and the awareness of the Lord provoking you and moving you to press into a circumstance which could be a whole lot of shame going on, you quickly are going to be unashamed and confidently ask for the things you need. Okay, listen to me. It's red hot. You can have red hot shame talking about going to a widow and taking the last she has. But if you know the Lord is guiding you and leading you to move and ask, sometimes people will even speak on you shamedly. There's been a season in my life where the Lord would have me going to people, and telling them what we need for support and like that. And the Lord wanted to supply according to the friends and the people that I connected with. And he let me know. Some aren't, in my heart, he let me know that some aren't going to just gladly pour into the project, but you ain't going to get nothing unless you do it the way God tells you to do it. And sometimes it might be midnight, what is wrong with you, bro? Oh, I got this friend out of town, and he's like, are you tripping? I'm in bed with my kids. But, because of his persistent, unashamed, standing on what he's believing that you got for resource to bless him with, you're going to pour it into his life. And watch what the Lord does, not only for the one who has unashamed asking, but the one who the Lord empowered with the resource to supply. Watch how everybody gets blessed. Amen. And this isn't only in the context of material or financial area. Because really, if you read it, the intensities of it is really in context to the Lord pouring out his spirit in your life. If you read it in Luke 11. Are we willing, though, to get beyond the pride and, and come into the humility of the importunity of the Holy One when he guides us and leads us to this unshamed confidence where natural-minded man may look and frown on it and despise what's on the table of the Lord. But you make what's on the table of the Lord your living bread. Oh, man, some fire is going on.